Hello, Cedric and Cedric here, CRS and commentary, and we are answering viewers. We've got some questions, and y'all might have thought we weren't paying attention. We get to you. You know we gonna get to you. I honestly, personally, I got so much shit that I'm doing. I just gotta work through it. That's pretty much it. Honestly, it's just I gotta get through, some of my main stuff, and then I go and I find what I need to find. Now I need to make sure that I got everything up in here. That's what I need to do. I got to make sure I got everything. Let me see if I got to see. Nope, those are those. Okay, I got more pertinent stuff. Okay, Jimmy Whisper is going to be a long one because he had to give an example so we could know it. So I'm okay. Not an example, but he gave his thoughts on things. And just for that, Cedric, can you look up the word aesthetic? And he spells it. I think he spelled it the right way. I don't know because I ain't college educated.
I know how to spell it.
Okay, because AESTH. Ain't that it?
Mm-hmm.
See, he must be some college educated. You must think you all that, Jimmy Whisper, with your fancy words and shit that begin with A and stuff.
Aesthetic. It's an adjective.
All right. So
wait,
look, you ain't got to go into this shit. I'm trying to read.
What you have to look it up for?
I said, just look it up. It's preparation. Okay, but go ahead, read it so we can.
Goddamn.
Damn. It's like I got an idea and I know what it is, but some people just use it differently. I just want to be sure.
Concern with beauty or the appreciation of beauty.
That's it?
Yes.
Damn it, Jimmy Whisper. I was all messed up and stuff. Here what you did. That's what you did to me. You messed up my brain. What you doing to me, man? You're gonna give me a complex. You and Zimmo. Zimmo messed me up. Because we did day 8, right, Cedra?
We did a day.
We did a day, but we counted it, and it's up to day 8. And Zimmo says actually it's incorrect. It's day 9. And I'm like, what?
So we did a day, and we're gonna keep on doing the days so there's no more to do. And that's all I got.
Like, well, what happened? Where did they go? But he listened to our commentary, and look, Zimmo, we appreciate it, man. I appreciate it.
What the fuck? Did I not speak fast enough? I said say we do. God damn.
I do.
Get on to the question.
I appreciate you, Zimmo. She don't even know you. She don't know you like that to appreciate you. She's looking at her damn phone. She looking at you know what? You look don't mean anything. And don't be coming over here because the back teeth don't work. Like, quit shaking stuff. I'm full. I can't be reaching. Just shake the damn bottle. I don't care. Just
you didn't care.
I did.
But you didn't care.
It's in my face. Okay, look. Zimbo asked the question. He asked the question. Also, why do you guys hate Lucha Libre so much? Okay, I'll say this for me. I don't hate Lucha Libre.
I don't either.
Hate is a strong word, but I don't even dislike Lucha Libre. I'm actually a fan of Lucha Libre. Here in the United States, okay, the way people use it here looks horrible. And someone using Lucha Libre, from Mexico, trying to cross that and go against an American type wrestler, well, a U.S. type, my bad. I don't like to say American because that's just wrong. Because Mexico is in the Americas. They are American too. So people are from Brazil, Chile, Central America, Canada. They are all American. So we're in the United States of the Americas. All right. So people in the U.S. have their style, and people that are from Mexico, they got their style. The rolling bumps and the elaborate setups and things like that. And it doesn't cross well the way they do it. Not saying at all, just the way they do it. It doesn't cross well. So when I'm talking bad about Lucha Libre, even for New Japan Pro Wrestling, God damn it, even for New Japan Pro Wrestling, when you got two people that you've got the Australian version versus supposedly quote unquote strong style version, and then both of them with their luchador backgrounds trying to do that and mix it with New Japan style in that ring at the same time, it looked horrible. Robbie Eagles and Doki looked horrible doing Lucha Libre because they obviously hadn't done it in a while, despite probably having tons of matches with each other, but it didn't cross well from going from that to a more quote unquote harder hitting straightforward style. It just didn't mesh, and it doesn't mesh. Now, if you take someone like La Rebellion, they do it well.
Yes, they do.
That's chef kiss on Lucha Libre mixed with the US style. That's what that is. You Mecha Wolf and Bestia 666. That
But the way they do it here is akin to doing cheerleading stunts. All right, we're gonna toss your ass up, your ass high up in the air, and get underneath you and catch you, and then we all fall out like we got hurt. How many times can you see that before you're like,
yeah? And the crowd makes it. Honestly, nothing makes wrestling look as fake as the crowd's influence. Whoa! What the fuck? That screams, "This is fake. Get ready for it," because that's where it stemmed from.
and it's like you just want to see shit fall over. There is like competitive bowling.
Yeah, you can see.
You can watch the pins fall over.
Yeah, it's all good.
Like bowling for wrestlers, and somebody drops a dumbass from the ceiling.
We don't hate Lucha Libre.
It's just the way it's done and executed. When we first saw Lucha Libre, we were like, yeah. And watching, CMLL and AAA, we enjoyed it. I mean, we enjoyed the crowd a lot more, but we did enjoy it.
The crowd was live. We missed it. Ain't gonna lie. It's been a while, but I watched one Consejo Mundial de Lucha Libre. They weren't live like that. And it was in the arena. It was in that massive arena.
They weren't live.
No, it won't live. This is before the pandemic.
Maybe they were bored.
Maybe. It was the opening match, and I didn't watch it.
Maybe they weren't drunk yet.
Ah!
Opening match, you got to get about halfway through the show. Then they had about 2 or 3 beers. It's like everything's live then. There could be nobody in the arena.
I skipped to the main event.
Still?
Yeah, they were just like, and we're here at a wrestling match. I was like, damn,
back
man.
in the day, man.
What happened?
They were live. It could have been nobody in the ring. At times there was nobody in the ring.
Now, to aid in this, I'm going to say this. When we first started watching Lucha Libre, we was watching it from a Mexican restaurant, and the guy that was there, he was watching it, who we have dubbed, and we haven't talked to him in a few years, but still, he's, uncle to our daughter. He's no family relation at all, but he's Uncle Luis. That's what he is, because he's just awesome. It's just a beautiful man. Just want to be around him. Just feel welcomed and happy and just beautiful. And so yeah, we watched Lucha Libre, and I've seen him watch it, and there are points where he could tell he's like, "Oh, this is fake," and then you can also see where he's like, "Get him, get him, get him." I like peeking back and seeing that, but when we was watching it, you could tell that it was, a little choreographed, but it was a fight. They went against each other. It was a struggle. And then it was some years before we saw it again. At the point, I don't know what happened. Galavision wasn't showing it. I don't know what happened, and we couldn't see it, and then we just forgot about it, and we didn't watch it. And then once we got rid of all our cable and stuff, and getting internet only, and not watching, paid TV, we didn't even try to look it up. And then after finding this website and seeing how Mexico has done pro wrestling, their freestyle fighting, it just looks so fake. It had changed, and I think that's why the crowd was so quiet. It didn't have people like Dr. Wagner. Look, whether they're dead or alive, just please bear with me, okay? But they had Abismo Negro, Dr. Wagner Jr., Silver King, you know. They had, who else? Latin Lover, you know, Super Porky's, who was my Estelar something. They had so many people there. It was just, who else? Messias, that I called
Messias, the Larry.
Yeah, I called him the Larry because he looked like somebody just be named Larry. They had so many people there, and the crowd was always lit. And now it's like I didn't see those people. They weren't on the card, and the ones that were on the card when I was watching the match, the crowd weren't really in it, and it just looked so phony. It was a Halloween event that they was having. They've done Halloween events, but this was just terrible. And maybe I'm not the only one seeing it. Yeah, they're paying and they're going to the event, so they gotta like it to a degree, right?
You would think so.
So yeah, so that's proof in the pudding. They paid for it. Me, I was just like, it was hard to watch. It was embarrassing. I was embarrassed to watch it, and I wanted to skip to see later, but I just didn't have it in me. So I don't hate Lucha Libre. I just hate how it's been presented.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I don't like. Lucha Libre was my escape and joy, and now it's like, ugh.
Yep.
So it's you know, it don't mean I'm never gonna watch it again. Just maybe I just need to see a better event.
Maybe that's it. But you get tired of watching it, and it's been adapted and bastardized, so everybody's glorified stunting people.
Yeah, it shouldn't look like stunts. It should look like I did this to get at you, which is how it kind of used to be with some cooperative setup, but predominantly there was, I'm trying to get you. I missed that. If it leads you to more questions, then go ahead and ask. You know, we're not going to bite your head off. You know, just ask. It don't matter. We're going to try to get to them, you know, or at least I will. I usually wait for Cedra, so it's been a rough several weeks for her. You know, it has, you know, just changing of the season, illnesses, fatigue, limb swelling and stuff like that. She's just losing sleep, hitting the wall to the point of stay up all day, stay up all night, stay up half the day. I got this to do, I got that to do, hit a wall, blackout. You know, she had to call out of work today. You know, she couldn't make it through work if she hit that wall and could not stay awake. And she was, what was you missing? Parts of phone calls and stuff.
Parts of conversations. Yep.
So, you know, and me, I've been sick, you know, for the past 4 days. I just, whew. So, yeah. So we'll get to your questions, all right? And I make sure I can always find them. So just ask. If there's something missing or you're curious about something else, just ask. It's all good. Just ask in the comment section, or, you know, you can go to my email, you know, crw717@mail.com, and just put in, you know, type in question, and then in the body just put in whatever your question is, you know, and I'm gonna check those probably once a week or once a day, depending upon how many messages that are in there, but usually just updates from Spreaker and stuff. I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. I'm not gonna hide and mask stuff like these other podcasters do. I'm gonna keep it 100, because that's what keeping it 100 mean. 100% real. Now we're gonna get to the next one. Jimmy Whisper. He says, question for you guys. Does the aesthetic of a promotion affect your enjoyment / ability to get into the product? For me, it's yes. I think the feel and identity a promotion gives off is important. I have trouble watching some promotions due to ugly aesthetics. The biggest example being AEW. AEW is gross and garish. Well, garish or garish. I think it's garish. Looking. The piss yellow logo and TNT stamped on everything. That crap that hangs from the ceiling. The entrance area. The ramp. The rings themselves. And the hideous titles. The world title looks like bacon chips. No, bacon strips covered with feces, or covered in feces.
Ew.
Yeah, I'm like, what? Like this, you sound big mad, man.
Yeah.
So, but for me, if the aesthetic is bad, it can ruin me. Like the promotion. For me, MLW is peak aesthetic. Ring of Honor also has a good modern design philosophy as well. I like a lot of Japanese promotion design as well with the logos. It makes it feel like a sporting event. I didn't like the NWA's aesthetic and presentation pre-COVID. It felt like pandering and trying to pretend we don't live in the time period we live in. Okay, it's a lot. You sound big mad, and I can understand to an extent. So please hear me out. Hear me out.
I understand what you're saying too.
Yeah, the NWA, what it was doing is it was getting back. When they first started out, when they finally came back, and it's like, we are here. We are coming out of the dust. What they were doing was saying, and this is something that AEW can't do. This is something WWE can't do. They've lost every single one of their primary viewers. They've lost the millions. And now they have hundreds of thousands. The NWA, the National Wrestling Alliance, when they started back, it was the stars fading in the back, the old school TV rustic era look, the dimly lit arena and all that, the studio style, because that was their height. I hope you understand that, Mr. Whisper. That was their height. So when they come back, someone says, yeah, man, the NWA, they come back, or they probably using them shit kick young kids that's doing that indie shit. No. Yeah, they look good. So when those people in their 50s and 60s and 70s find it online and they see that opening, that childhood nostalgia comes back. That feeling of, I'm going to see some wrestling. Man, I remember the good old days. I hope it's like that. And that is the brand that the National Wrestling Alliance was trying to get off. They wanted to capture the people that have abandoned all of wrestling because of how indie-rific everything else has become. So they were trying to say, look, we're going to get a couple of thousand people to watch. But if we can get the older people to say, we're back, then it will be good. And they did get a lot of them back. They got a bunch of them back. But most of them are long gone now. And some of them are like, wrestling is, now we know it's a work. We know it's fake, because when they grew up, it was real. And that's why they play that guy. It's still real to me, damn it. That's why they play him. Mm-hmm. Because that's what they're going for. That is their aesthetic, to cater. And it was pandering. If you are in pro wrestling, you are pandering. That's the whole point of a promo. That's the whole point of the style, the look. They're telling you, come look at our wrestlers. That's all pandering is. Let me tell you what you want to hear so you can come watch and give us money. So I hope you understand that. Now, you went off on AEW. I'm not a fan of AEW. I'll listen to them. And more recently, I've started watching matches as things have gotten a little bit better. A little bit better. It's not that AEW is actually trying. They're not. It's just that they got enough big names in there that know what to do, that they force those that don't do things well to actually do something decently.
As far as the look is concerned, you have to be a jackass to not know they're trying to compete with WWE.
And they got the old Nitro look.
WWE is the epitome of gaudy.
It's ugly. It's ugly.
Especially NXT now. When I saw NXT, I think when Cornette first started reviewing them, he talked about it being too dark. And so Cedric and I looked at it, and it was dark, but everything looked... Mm-hmm. It was uniform. Huh?
What? Go ahead.
Everything seemed uniform. It wasn't a two bright lights, and there were no keys dangling. The centerpiece was the ring. The wrestlers get in the ring, they wrestle. Now it's just like they took some they try to turn things to modern art. We're gonna throw some paint on the walls and dangle the keys because we know your attention span doesn't last any more than 0.5 seconds.
So it's like, hey, what's this? We're gonna mimic Splatoon, and it's so bright in the damn arena. It is so damn bright. It's not good. It was not good for my eyes. I reviewed the opening. You requested that, and I watched it, and I was like, I can't keep this up. It's too damn bright.
Super bright shit give me headaches, so I ain't up for
I'm like, it's so damn bright. I'm not looking at the wrestlers. I'm just trying to not see the bright light.
And let's see what else. You mentioned Ring of Honor.
He said that they have good modern design and philosophy as well. That's what he wrote.
It's minimalist. There's a ring. There's thick barricades. A little bit of pyro. That's it. It's very simple. I like the way it looked too, especially with no crowd. Because all the other shit is meant to play. It's to play up. It's for the crowd. It's not for the wrestlers. Mm-hmm. It's to keep the crowd entertained. But pandemic hit, no crowd, and it's just. It's not sterile. No, it's minimalist, so that your focus hones in on the wrestling.
TNT. They'll be going to TBS soon. But something you need to understand about AEW, okay? He says gross, garish looking, the piss yellow logo. Yeah, it's supposed to be gold, like the color gold, and it might become a different. Everyone has a different screen, so on your screen it might look like piss yellow, or you might be just I'm an angry person in this set, and I don't like it, so I'm gonna insult it. You might be coming from that area. I don't know. But I don't want to insult something simply because I'm not a fan of it. I want to insult something because it deserves insulting. Okay? And AEW, for what they're doing to the wrestling business, what they have done, what they have mainstreamed, honestly, if you're angry with that, be angry with that. But if the designs are actually cool, give the designs credit, but the company is shit. But the design might look good. You don't have to downplay the design because you hate the company. Overall, AEW needs to shut down, in my opinion, honestly. At the same time, I'm conflicted because it gives wrestlers a place to go and get paid. So, I don't want to nuke everything. I just wish they would be better. And what else did you say? The crap that hangs from the ceiling, the TNT. Yeah, they got TNT, and then the crap that's hanging from the ceilings, the entrance area. I am not a fan of the entrance area for AEW because they don't use the entrance area right. I know you've noticed this, Jimmy Whisper. I know you have. But what they did was incorporate the old school thing that worked with TNA wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
They had an entrance tube, and it looked awesome. And AJ Styles came out. Then the camera angles made him look like a boss. Beautiful title entrance, in my opinion. So they're getting that. They're also mixing in the WCW Nitro and Thunder area. What it is a hodgepodge of shit that someone like. It's a fanboy's wet dream.
It's a hodgepodge of Tony Khan's formative years.
Yes. And that's what you're seeing. I don't like it. It's garish. It's gross. I agree with you. I do agree. I'm just trying to say, in keeping it real, somebody might say, I hate this school for beating my team in their ugly puke green colors when they like that color green, but since they're mad at the school, it's an ugly, nasty green. I'm like, don't, if you're doing that, don't go to that level. Be better than that. When you tear someone down for the most legitimate reasons, then no one can stand against your argument. That's what I'm trying to say. Make the arguments that no one can stand against because it's too damn obvious. And you made some damn good ones here. And you said the world title looks like bacon strips covered in feces. On AEW? No, it don't.
No, I don't. I was a little confused when that was said.
Because that shows that's why I said you must be big mad. Because I'm like, the world title don't look anything close to that. You know, if you want to say it looks like layers of fool's gold wrapped around a fool leather strap for a fool to wear, then okay, you would have maybe something. But their world title looks good.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
It's a large belt. They're trying to make it, how can I say, the epic version of Ric Flair's title. That's what they were going for with the NXT-esque thing. That's what they were trying to do. It's not very original, but for them, but I see what they were trying to do. Now, I promise to answer the question. So, does aesthetics of a promotion affect your enjoyment or ability to get into the product? It does. It really does. I could watch WWE if I could see WWE. And if they weren't so cookie cutter in their performances. The thing is, when I see an aesthetic like WWE, I first think this is not going to be taken serious. And I don't really care. I see something like Game Changer Wrestling. I see how the crowd is crammed in. I see that they are like right there at the damn ring. I can tell that this company does not care about lawsuits. I can see that they don't care about the fans' safety. I can see they don't care too much about wrestler safety. So, I can tell this is going to be a shit promotion. When you care about somebody, what do? You protect them. If you got a kid in the car and you got to hit the brakes, you can't help but that right arm's going to come across and it's going to make you're going to try to keep that kid from flying out that seat. Even if you just got to hit the brakes, you don't come to a squealing stop. But you're going to slow down rapidly. That hand's going to come across like, don't you move forward.
Okay.
I'm protecting you. You already said I will give up my right arm to protect you. And that's aesthetics. Your right arm is an aesthetic. And if I saw someone do that, I would say this person has a lot of decency in them. And places like Game Changer Wrestling doesn't have any decency because there are no right arms up in front of the people or the talent. And that's what worries me about them. Aesthetic wise, Ring of Honor, beautiful. Ring of Honor nailed it. You know, pre-pandemic and during. They nailed it. Dark, rustic. You're not thinking about the light. You're looking at the action. You can see everything. And it's dark enough where if there are certain small little hiccups, you can't see it because it's too dark to see. But it's not so dark that you can't see. It's easy on the eyes and you can just enjoy the match. You're not trying to see the people across the way. Mm-hmm. You're trying to see the match. Because there are some companies when it's so bright like WWE, some people have the fans have signs made to taunt other fans. They do that shit. Pro Wrestling Noah, in the beginning when I first saw clips of it, when I couldn't see a match, I was turned off because the mat when I saw it, it was a lot of lighting. And it was just green. Mm-hmm. It was just green all over the place. I was like, what the fuck is this? It took some time, but they changed their look just enough. And I'm like, okay, cool. I don't have to, because I want to see the wrestlers. I don't want to stare at the mat all day. And when it's that level of green, it's green all over the damn place.
It draws your eye.
What?
It draws your eye.
Yes. So aesthetics play an important part. As much as I don't like Game Changer Wrestling, I understand them. I get it. I just think that they are too comfortable with what that is. When it comes to TNA Wrestling, their aesthetic is nasty. It looks lonely.
It was claustrophobic.
And yeah, and their crowd isn't there, but they got the fake noises. So then they let you know how fake their promotion is. And the way the lighting is, it looks like, honestly, TNA looks like it's a circus event. Come to this tent. It's cramped. It's small, but they're in there running around. Have fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it looked like. It's not presented as a struggle. It's presented as, hey, look at this guy. See the moves they can do. All right, let this other guy counter it. It's far above AEW, but it's so WWE-like that you don't care to watch it. I saw Kojima. He looked like a fish out of water.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
He just didn't look like he belonged. His physical style and his physical appearance. He holds himself like a statued wrestler. And everyone else that was against him was like, see how popular I am? I get to be relaxed in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
It was two different vibes. Aesthetics is not just how the company look, but how the wrestlers present themselves. And you need them to present themselves like they're in there ready to do battle. In New Japan Pro Wrestling and in Noah, Pro Wrestling 0 and 01 and other places, in Gaia and other Joshi style promotions, they used to at the end say thank you for a great battle. Because it's a work, but they were stiff. We know how it's going to end, but we choose how we get there.
And New Japan Pro Wrestling, their rings, it looks like a sporting event.
Is presented to you, not at you.
Mm-hmm.
So, hey, look, you two, Jimmy Whisper, Zimmo times 2, y'all had some great questions. And Jimmy Whisper, if you think I'm just coming down on you and insulting you, I hope you don't think that. I'm trying to be fair and honest and cut through anything that might be misconstrued, a mistake or anything like that, or a false view or a believed false view or something. It's not to say you are outright wrong or anything like that. That's not how I'm trying to come across. I don't want to cater to that. In politics, there's enough of that, and it doesn't get anywhere. It doesn't help. It doesn't solve. Socially, there's the same thing. In this, the power comes from being outright honest and not trying to be insulting where the insults are not needed. I don't want you to lose your power. Power is in honesty, because that's brutal and no one can take the honesty from you, because you can't challenge honesty. You can't. You can correct it, but you can't outright challenge it, because they're coming from an honest place. You can't say they're bullshitting. So I want you to stay powerful. That's my thing to you. So it ain't at you, it ain't against you. It's just I want you to stay awesome. That's the whole point. So with those two, I hope I answered. If you got other questions, follow ups like, yeah, but you said, and I'm curious, I don't understand because hey, throw it out there. Throw it out there. Take us to task. It's all good. We welcome it. It's all good. They don't see it as a challenge. Look, y'all listen to us. You have no idea how much we appreciate that. You're like, I don't like how you disagree with me, man. Fuck you. I'll be like,
whoa.
Yeah. I'll be like, but he listened. That's exactly where I would be. I'll be like, but he listened.
Like, nah.
I hope he heard what I said.
I don't want to grow. I don't want to change. I want to stay the same.
Taguchi was so damn funny. He was so funny. That she's gonna remember that for the rest of her life.
Yes, I don't want to grow. Say what?
Oh man. So look, hey, I hope that we answered these questions, but I need to change the stuff down here. The Twitter, what's that? That's still the same. Discord, I think that still works. I think that's the one. And Aspiration that still works. The Aspiration is banking. That's a legit online banking. Hook it up to your current banking account. I think they still do that, or maybe they've actually gone on and become their own bank. I'm not sure. But that's my little hidey hole. I got it linked to a few things, so it is worthwhile. I haven't had a problem out of them yet. So y'all check that link out. You know, it's all over the world. It's worldwide. tinyurl.com/crbanking. All right. It's a promo code. I don't think they got anything running right now, but they will teach you how and where to invest and things like that. It's all good. But we're going to get up out of here. All right. Oh, and just in case, if you want to listen, you can go and listen to Cedra's podcast on the Wicked Orchard Presents Reality and Fiction. So if you go to Spreaker.com and go to the search area and put in
reality and fiction,
it'll
pop up.
It will pop up. It'll be the Wicked Orchard. It'll have a little peach. It'll be a dark forest with a peach. You'll be able to find it. So it's been Cedric and Cedra for CR Wrestling Commentary, answering viewers. Y'all take care. Good night. See you next time.